Hi everyone, this is my second demo of this internship. So today we are discussing about package structures. Package structures. Package structures. Package structures. So as we know the microservices we use three microservices in this internship. That is payment validation, payment processing, and on payment processing like Trustly integration. So today we know what is the package structure of payment validation. So this is the payment validation. And we cut into it into three layers. Okay. So next three layers. So the first layer is controller layer. Second one is service. And third one is DAO, data access object. DAO layer. This is first layer and this is second layer. Service is the second layer and DAO is the third layer. So in this controller layer, this is the entry point of controller is entry point of the system. In the service layer, we write all business logic. In service layer, we write all business logic. The third layer was can use to DAO layer. It can use it for talking to the database or code writing for database. Suppose this is the database. So this is the database. This is the database. In DAO layer, DAO layer, we can write the how to access the database through APIs. This is the request and this is the response. This is a this is the request. Request. This is the response. Response. Okay. So as you know, so first controller layer was it is the entry point of the Spring Boot application. Then the service layer was used to write the business logic, all validation process. Here we can write 1000 or 100 lines of code. In service layer we can write 100 number of lines of code we can write. So this is the service layer. In Leo layer, which it can be used for is it for writing database access code, database access code. So this is the DA code. So next we understand what is the packages in the code. So now we discussing about how to write packages now. So as we discussing about flow diagram, so this is the entry point of the microservices. There is a controller. You can use the controller as a package. So now we can use a controller as a package. We can dot controller as a package. So next we can use service also a package as a package. So in the service packages we use only interfaces. So we use another class for with implementation. So we use dot service dot impl. Impl means implementation. So next we use DAO layer. It can be not DAO layer. Package. It can be used for implementation or access to the database. In this DAO layer also we can use interfaces only. You can interface and it will be implemented into the classes in another classes. So we can also write another package dot DAO dot impl. So next we can use a constant. Constant means which can be used for perfect variable lengths, which can be like perfect variable lengths. So dot constants. Dot constant. Next we can use utils also, util packages. Util. And next we can write a Pojo package which can be accessed to the business logic into the controller. So Pojo. So next we can access to the external service, which means external service means we can communicate to the another microservices like Trustly. We also call it external services. So dot external services, we can access number of external services also, we can write anything. And next DTO package. Next dot entity also known as the entity package. And next DTO package, data transfer object. I can explain later. I can explain it. DTO. So now this is the main package we use in the software industry as per the project standards. So now we are discussing about briefly explain the Pojos and these package standards in diagram. So now we take one microservices, payment validation. This is payment validation. So I can put it in 3 layers, divide into 3 layers. One is controller, next one is service, and next one is DAO. So in this DAO layer or controller layer, good. Here this is the service 1, this is the service 2, this is the service 3. So many services in one area. So services can be talked to the controller layer. S2. So this is the S3. So if some services can send a response to the controller layer, the controller layer was response back to the service via Pojos. Response via Pojos. all service also available in this only POJO also, not POJO packages. And the service, and next coming to the service layer. In this service layer, there are so many DTOs, data transfer objects. There are so many DTOs. There are so many DTOs, which can communicate one-to-one in DTO packages. DTO packages. DAO layer, which can be used for the access of the database. So this is the database. You can communicate to the database into the entity packages. Responsible to entity entity packages, because it's okay. So if we directly write in another whole code into the same packages, the hackers are could be easily hacked the entire application. So we can write into the different packages and different classes because of code security. And next so come to we have to complete controller package, service package, service IPL package, DO package, DO package, constant can be variables. So we can complete this, and it is also complete this, also complete this. So external service was pending, so explain it now. So entity completed and DAO completed. So next we will come to .es package. .es. So .es means an external service. This is the external service. We can communicate it into the dot es package. A request come to the es package dot es and response back to the external service from payment validation system. So we completed all the above packages. So now we are discussing about what is the Spring Boot. If we know the code Java, we write objects for one class and to access the data into the classes. In Spring Boot, we cannot write any object. We cannot write any object to the class. Instead of Spring Boot is Spring Boot created their own objects. This is called data dependency injection. Suppose we create one object. We create one object and access to the object into class. So this may contain lots of code and lots of data, memory usage, and developers are very confused to what is the object of this and where it came from. So in Spring Boot, dependency injection is automatically. We use a service app. Suppose in Spring Boot, if you want data in Spring Boot, object will be created in the Spring Boot that will go to the Spring IOC container. Spring IOC. IOC means notion of container or controller. Notion of control container. So if we create one object into the Spring Boot, instead of Spring Boot can create their own object, so that object will be coming into this container, IOC container. The objects will be coming to this container. So these objects we can call as Spring Beans. So if we create this, if you use this dependency injection in Spring Boot application, we use one annotation. That annotation means @service. It can be used for service validation. Suppose if you go to the code, so this is the code I can create. This is the service annotation. So now this is the Spring Boot is created one object into this class. Also Spring Boot stereo services target, we can integrate service into our operation interface standards. So you can read about this. So Spring Boot can automatically create one object into this class that is service. So after create the object, next we need to know how to use this object into our code. So we use another annotation and then auto while. Use this annotation, it can be used, we can access to this object into our code. Now this is the service and power annotation. Instead we use a service annotation, we use some more annotations. We can create dependency injection, that is repository. Component REST control. REST control. These three annotations we are used to create the dependency injection. So now next we discussing about our Spring Boot 1. Spring Boot we discussing about so now we use here Agile methodology for creating our projects. In this Agile methodology, first we know how the teams are working. In Agile methodology, so now in Spring Boot we develop main 4 features in the Spring Boot. So the first one is validation framework. So these are features. Now we develop the payment validation service. Payment in this payment validation service we develop the 4 features now. That's the features of first one is validation framework. in this validation. So next discussing about move to error handling. Error handling. Number 3, security. Security when e-commerce. Payments. So next last one is in security. One is security. So in validation framework, we can in validation framework we develop some features or some subtasks. That means if the payment, one user can make a payment in 5 times per day, in future it can be increased 10 times per day. So increased making new rules, can coming in future. Existing rules, chain or delete. So this is the validation frame. In error handling, we use some error handling methods across also. In security, we use HM. For authentication. Next is Spring security. In Spring security, we will be apply this code into the Spring security. So next we can update it print one in the Jira. So go to the Jira. So next coming to the Jira, we use this is the backlogs and this is the sprint points. So this is May customize the dates. You can write a sprint set goals like complete sprint one successful. viewing user data anything. Any intention. Sprint one. Sprint one. Right. So there is the sprint one. So now we can create the issues. So now here we can see on green name. So green one is user stories. User story. Story means the story which will be given by the product owner. And the task was developers have create a task, testers also create a task, and the scrum master also create a task. Bugs where the bugs came, so we can put it into the bug. Anyone can be put the task and bugs. So now we create a story which is developing blacklisting. Blacklisting end to end. Validation. End-to-end validation framework. And listing. Stop customer payment. Customer payment if user is blocked. User blocked or blocklisted. Blocklisted. Okay. You can create another issue. So next we can create tasks along this user story. First task is design and develop end-to-end validation framework. End-to-end validation framework. This is some tasks. And next end-to-end error handling system. Next we can create another user story. It belongs to security payment endpoint. When invokes our system. Invokes our system. we can create some tasks about SQL Studio, research and exploring. Research and exploring in security. This pin security we use one word in Jira, that's been Spike. Next one is implement the spin security in project. Okay, enter. So this is a to-do motion. You can change. So this is the our payment validation. If we create after we create the user stories and tasks. So I'm open this isn't the entire validation demo. So here I can create some child issues like server task, QA task, QA execution, etc. So now we get some description about this and design your values. Modular application to the future created.